What's up, guys? So today it's gonna be a little different type of video. Instead of me dropping some crazy wisdom on you, like I usually do, about as wise as an 18-year-old could be, I guess. But I'm gonna do my first book review. So I'm gonna definitely try to review all the books that I read for you guys and give you the main takeaways. Because all the books that I read are very enlightening, honestly. And really, I would highly recommend all of them. I personally was never much of a big reader. I always hated anything that really had to do with school. It was never really my thing, but pretty recently I got into reading, and especially reading self-improvement books and just books that'll just make you better. That's my favorite thing to do, just get better. So yeah. So the first book we got. Well, let me take my notes out of this one real quick. Discipline Equals Freedom by Jocko Willink. For any of you guys who don't know who Jocko Willink is, he's a retired Navy SEAL. He's got a podcast. He does a lot of stuff. Super into the discipline part of life, and so really honestly a really smart guy. I think he has a lot of very good points to make, not only in the book but really just in general in life. If you watched any of his videos, he's really good. He's a really good motivator too. I found when I first started working out and stuff, and especially getting up very early, I'm pretty good with it now. I'm more just, I got the discipline to do it, so I just do it anyway. But before I'd listen to a lot of motivational talkers, and he was a big one. It was just do it anyway. Doesn't matter if you're tired, do it anyway. You gotta work hard. So yeah. Let me get right into some of the main takeaways. So the first thing, so this book is broken into 2 parts. So this will probably be a 2-part video also, or else it would be probably pretty long if it was a 1-part thing. But it's a 2-part book anyway. So, and I like how he really broke it up. He broke it into part 1 is thoughts and part 2 is actions. So I really like that, how because you could have thoughts, but if you don't have actions, then really, what are those thoughts really doing? And vice versa. You could do actions, but if you're not thinking about your actions beforehand, you could really, mess some stuff up, honestly. You really just, you won't have, the full potential. So I really like how he, layered it into thoughts and actions. So I'm going to be going over part 1, thoughts. So, start off, the book is called Discipline Equals Freedom. So discipline literally does equal freedom. And discipline isn't really just something that you do. It's a way of life, realistically. If you're not disciplined with everything that you do to a T, it's gonna fall off eventually. So you can't be cutting corners out here. You really don't want to be cutting corners at all, because you gotta have that discipline always. So self-discipline is really what this book is, or what this book is about. Have a discipline for yourself. Willing yourself to do what you got to do when you don't want to do it. Not everybody wants to get up and do stuff all the time. That motivation to do it isn't always going to be there. That's why you have to be disciplined. You have to let the discipline override those emotions that tell you no, I'm staying in today. I'm not going to train. I'm not going to take this cold shower. I'm not going to do what I have to do. The discipline has to override that. So, yeah, without discipline, you're gonna stay down. You're never gonna get to your true potential without discipline. You need to be disciplined to work towards your, purpose and goal in life every single day. Every single day. So, control your mind. A big takeaway from this is controlling your mind. You can't control anything but yourself and your mind, your actions, what you want to do, what you want to think also. Don't let your mind control you. Your mind's going to tell you, I'm tired, stop working, I'm done. That's just not true. Your mind's going to tell you, I'm hungry, go eat that donut, go eat that junk food. You're starving. You're not starving. And I'm going to get into this in the next part video, but you're not starving at all. Our ancestors went days without eating, and you can't go a couple hours, but no, you're starving. You have to eat that donut, right? Wrong. Absolutely wrong. So another takeaway, weakness. We all have weakness. I'm not sitting here and saying that I'm the toughest man alive. I'm not. I got my own weaknesses that I have to go over every single day. And I have to fight those weaknesses. Because if you let the weaknesses take you over, you're just going to be weak. It's simple as that. Like, we all have weaknesses. We all have soft points in our lives, bodies, where we're not as strong as the next person. But you can't accept that. Don't accept weakness. Weakness is not, like, it's not something to accept. It's not something that you should let into your life. So, consistently work towards what you want in your life. Like, this thing, like life, it's not just going to stop just because you want to stop. Like, time's going to keep going. You're going to keep getting older. If you're not consistently working towards what you want every single minute of the day, are you even, like, living your life? A lot of people say, oh, I'm living my life by going out and drinking all the time. No, it's just me living my life, going out to a club, hanging with low-value people, trying to get with low-value girls who give you no benefit in life. But yeah, that's you living your life, right? For me, living my life is consistently every single day working towards my goals, working towards getting better. I go to school to be an electrician. I'm working towards being a good electrician every single day in school. And when I come home from that, I'm working on my own discipline. I'm making myself better. I get stronger in the gym every single day by doing hard workouts. You have to consistently work towards your goals. Time's not going to stop for you just because you're tired or something happened, something bad happened in your life. I'm not saying like, something bad, maybe a family member died or something. More than that, it's very sad. But you still got to work. It's not over. It ain't over until you're dead. That's just a full-on fact. So, to apply discipline, do the hard thing when you don't want to. Oh, shit. Just had to, I got 20% battery. But do the hard thing when you don't want to, alright? Anybody could do something hard when they want to. But those times when you don't want to, when it's cold out, when, like, a good example of this, everybody wants to take a hot shower, right? Yeah, it feels great. Nobody wants to take a cold shower, but that's something that you could do every single day to discipline yourself to do the things that you don't want to do. I was tired today. I went on a very long hike with my friend, Peter. I was tired, but I still had work to do. I had to go apply for jobs so I could work a night job also. I had to make this video. I had to continue to take notes on this book so I could make the video. I didn't just stop doing stuff because, like, it was hard. I did it anyway. I did the hard thing when I didn't want to. This morning I woke up 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning to get up and do the hard things, get stuff off my task list, off my get shit done list that I wrote out for myself the night before because I had stuff to do. And just because it's a Sunday doesn't mean I'm out here resting. You have to do things when you don't want to do them. So next point of the book, you got to compromise in some areas. In life, you're gonna have to compromise, but you can't compromise towards your own personal excellence. What I mean by that is, okay, maybe you're at work, you got to compromise with what the boss said. He's the boss. You got to do what you got to do. But you don't have to compromise when your friend tells you, oh, dude, you have to come out and drink tonight. You don't have to compromise to that. You say no. It's your personal goals. You want to wake up early the next morning, get your stuff done, and then conquer the day with your full ability. You're not going to be able to do that when you go out and drinking all night. You're just not. So you have to not compromise in that aspect. You can't compromise when it comes to yourself and your own personal wellness. That's just something that doesn't get a compromise in life. So don't let your environment shape who you want to be. You make who you are, not your environment. There's a lot of people out there who try to blame the system. They blame their local governments, where they live, for why they haven't succeeded yet. I think they just haven't worked hard enough. That's just a plain fact. Don't blame the environment and other people for you not accomplishing your stuff. It's your life, dude. It's literally, nobody's playing your strings for you and saying, oh yeah, let's just drop this guy in a hard environment. Let's, make sure he just can't do anything. It's not like that. You're the one who makes your decisions. I'm sure there are some cases where it's extremely hard for people. Maybe not everybody has a limb or something like that. But, a lot of those people compromise, do what they can, and don't let their environment shape who they want to be in life. All right. So, yeah, a lot of people fear failure. Everybody fears failure. I fear to fail. But without failure, you're never going to learn. You're never going to make any progress without failing. All the best inventors, people, Thomas Edison failed probably over 100 times when he was trying to build the light bulb. Yeah, he failed so many times, but did he stop? No. And then look right here. Right, there we go. Right there. We got light. He failed. Everybody's going to fail. Don't fear failure. Pretty simple. Let's see. Next thing. Don't let that instinct of you've had enough control you. Instill instinct on yourself that it's not over until you win. A lot of people, they give up. They're very apt to give up very soon. Before they've even gotten to the hard part, really, they give up because their brain tells them, you can't do this. You've had enough. You can't quit smoking. You can't quit drinking. You can't get up early and go to the gym. Why can't you? You fully can. You can do all that stuff. Your mind's going to tell you that you can't, but there's always going to be that voice inside your head that tells you that you can't do stuff. But you literally always can. You always can. So, I kind of already went over this, but yeah, you don't feel like doing anything, do it anyway. That's my big takeaway of the book. You gotta focus, alright? There's a lot of distractions out there, always in life. There's always going to be distractions. We all have a phone in our pocket that's distracting us from focusing on what we have to do. That distraction's always going to be there. There's always going to be a distraction of the new TV show. Maybe the NFL game is on. That's a big thing for a lot of people. They waste their whole Sunday watching football for 9 hours. That's 9 hours that you're just never going to get back. I get it. A lot of people like to, watch sports. And I'm not trying to hate. Do what you want to do. But that's just not for me. I like to focus on what I have to do. And I stay focused. I've definitely gotten a lot better with that over time, with shaping my own discipline, getting done what I have to get done. So you got to be the leader, especially when nobody else wants to step up to do it. I try to find this quality in myself very often, especially within my friend group. I really try to lead them to do better and be better. I don't know how good I am at that. I'm probably decent, maybe. They can let me know. You guys let me know, you fucking assholes. Let me know if I'm a good leader or not. I don't know, but yeah, you gotta lead. Not everybody's gonna want to step up and be that leader. Be that first guy to say, guys, we gotta make changes. All right, the path that we're all on is not working, and we gotta make changes towards a new path. Be the leader. Don't be a follower. Be the leader. All right, this one's another big one that I really like. I really enjoyed. This whole book is just fantastic. Highly recommend it. But this topic, always look for the good and bad situations. So, you're never going to get away from bad situations. You're just not. It's just not going to happen. Like, everywhere you go, wherever you're at in the world, something bad is going to happen eventually. No matter if you got $500 million, you got $10,000, like, whatever situation is, there's going to be something bad happening. Always look for the good in that bad situation. Oh, shit. Yeah. So, always look for the good in the bad situation. So, what I mean by that, there's going to be bad situations, but there's almost always something good that comes out of it. Such as, say, you didn't get the job that you wanted. All right, just gotta get another job and keep building your resume. Gotta just work a little bit harder. Let me honestly, I kind of want to find an example of this in the book. He had very good examples on this. Oh, look, I almost flipped right to the same page. So yeah, you got beaten something. You got beaten your sport. Good. You learned something from it. Maybe you didn't get funded for your company. Okay, you own more of the company. You got injured. All right, maybe you needed a break from training. There's always going to be something. A good jiu-jitsu reference, like you got tapped out. Okay, it's better to tap out in training than on the street. Simple as that. You're just honing your skills. Look for the good. All right, there's a lot of people that dwell in the negative. There really is. There's a lot of people that dwell in the negative. But there's always going to be something positive. All right. So, kind of what I started this off with, like, life is an ongoing thing. They tell you that you have a day off on the weekends, but life doesn't give you a day off. Like, realistically. Just because you have a day off from work doesn't mean that your life stops. Don't take days off. Grind every single day. Every single day is a new chance to win. It's a new chance to do what you didn't do yesterday. To get just that much better than you were yesterday. You gotta treat every day like it's a new life, honestly. Because you only got one shot every single day. You're not gonna get to repeat days. So you gotta live excellence every single day. Don't stop because it's the weekend. No reason for that. Let's see. Don't make excuses for yourself. There's a lot of people who say, not even a lot of people, I can say myself, when I was trying to quit vaping for a very long time, the common excuse was, I'll wait till this one dies. Don't want to waste the money. The money was already wasted. I already spent the money. So really, I'm just making excuses on why I wanted to keep being a little bitch, to be honest. That's how I look at it. Don't make excuses. There's no excuse for you to start tomorrow. Start today. Start right now with whatever you want to do. Don't make the excuse that you can't start today. Because if you're able-bodied, able-minded, you could literally start this second with whatever you want to do. So start it. Put your mind to it. Stop making excuses that you can't do it. So another thing about weakness. Weakness is going to chip away at you. It's not something, you don't just wake up one day and you're just weak. It's going to happen over time. When you're not doing the things that you have to do. When you're not, doing the stuff. That's when weakness is going to come at you. When you give yourself the excuse of, it's alright, I didn't work out today, I'll just play some more video games. I don't gotta work out today, that's fine. I worked out yesterday, I'll work out tomorrow. The weakness of, it's fine, I had some vegetables yesterday. I ate good yesterday, It's alright if I have some junk food today. You're making yourself weak with those excuses. Don't be weak. It's gonna be those small things that add up to weakness. And vice versa. Those small things that you do to make you stronger are going to make you strong over time. I didn't just wake up one day and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm a completely changed person. I've been making these small changes every single day. Every single day I'm making these small changes. And they've all added up to one big change that I'm still working towards today. So take a step towards fear. Don't let fear control you. That's a huge thing that honestly I could work on too. Like, your brain is going to tell you that you're afraid to be in that uncomfortable situation. You have to do it. Just do it. Don't even think. Don't even let your like self, your consciousness debate with yourself on why or why not to do something. Just do it. That's it. Let's see. All right. So yeah, one of the final topics. I'm almost done here. So, when you're getting overwhelmed, a lot of people take that as a sign that they should stop, that they need a break. You shouldn't. Just because you're overwhelmed, that means that you should work just harder. You're overwhelmed for a reason. You're stressed out for a reason. That means you got to make a change. So you're not overwhelmed. You just got to work harder. Don't stop and quit just because you're overwhelmed. Stress is good for you. It makes you stronger. That overwhelmed feeling that you'll get, you need it in life. You really do. All right. This is one of the huge things that I love to do. Honestly, there's going to be people out there who don't believe in you. Don't believe that you're making changes. They're going to talk shit about you behind your back. It's always going to happen. And you know what I do about them? I ignore and I outperform. That's literally it. Ignore and outperform the haters. The best rebellion is personal excellence. Just because people are saying some shit, it doesn't matter. You're the one out there putting in the work. And, in 5 years, while they were saying shit and you were working, you're going to be so much farther ahead of those people. It's not even funny. It's not even fathomable, to be honest. So the final takeaway from this part 1 of the book. It begins today. All right, change begins early in the morning before everybody else. A lot of people don't like the idea of waking up early. That's what's holding you back. You have to wake up early. If you want to be better than everybody, then you have to be up before everybody. Put in the work. And there's some people who say, oh, but I just put in the work late at night. No, you don't. Nobody does anything productive past the time of 5 o'clock. And if you do, you're probably lying. 1, you're probably lying. And 2, you're probably not even getting your best work in because you've already done a bunch of stuff in the day. Get what you need to do done early. Fight that temptation to stay warm under the covers. We weren't put here to be under the covers. We were put here to do what we have to do. As humans, we weren't put here just to stay warm and stay comfortable under the covers and stay in bed. Just 5 more minutes of shitty sleep. No. It starts by getting up early and doing what you got to do. That's all I got for you guys today. It was a good part 1. A little bit long, but if you guys are still watching towards the end right here, thank you. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really do, genuinely. So, if you guys want to let me know what I did good, what I did bad, get back with you guys with a part 2 of this. And, stay grinding. Hope you guys win this upcoming week. We're winning every week. This is how it is around here. Stay grinding.